Good day, my beautiful people. Today is a beautiful day, a warm day here in the United States, in the state of Connecticut. All right, my beautiful people, today I want to address a situation that I see, you know, in videos circling around in Jamaica. That's where I'm from anyway. And there's an issue with a container that people saw. A container drifted from the ocean with meat, chicken meat, and they infiltrate that container, you know, went inside there, take out all that chicken meat that was on the oceans, in the water, sailing adrift, so to say, for 7 long days. The thing I can't understand with those people, because I'm not going to say the whole Jamaica, because not all Jamaicans will do that, but the thing I want to say about that is that if they don't know the danger of eating meat that has been frozen and then retemperatured, you know, the temperature changes. As long as that thing is not properly frozen, bacteria will enter. As long as the temperature changes on that meat. And I can't see through it or understand why they would go there, take that chicken, take it to their homes, feed themselves and their family. It's just ridiculous. And I can say this, a lot of them are going to get sick. Might not be now, give it a week or 2, 3 weeks, a month, they'll be having intestinal problem. I can assure them of that, because there are bacteria in that water, in that meat, that heat won't be able to kill it. Certain bacteria just don't die like that, you understand? And they're gonna have problem with their guts. You know, a lot of them gonna be running to Spanish Town Hospital, Kingston Public Hospital, University Hospital of the West Indies. It's not going to be nice. And for those who still have those chicken, you know, if you guys come across this video, I want you guys to get rid of it. You know, do not sell it to anybody, do not feed it to anybody. You know, get rid of it, dump it, because E. coli is not a nice thing to get in contact with. You know, salmonella is not a nice thing to get in contact with. And let me tell you something, another one, it's called H. pylori. That one will make you feel like you're going crazy. You understand? So you guys out there with that meat in Jamaica, I know you guys haven't consumed it all, because it was a whole 53-foot container of chicken that was heading to the Cayman Islands. Who knows why how that container left the ship in the first place? It could have been a problem with that container, and you know something, they decided to dump that container at sea. You know, because truth be told, it might get to Cayman Island and then they refuse it. So what they did was, you know, try, maybe allegedly, you know, dump it at sea, but it ended up adrift into Jamaican shore. You know, I can't see through why people would do that. Jamaican people, be more smart than that. Think of your health first. Health is your wealth. You know, don't think of free meat. Meat is one of the worst things to consume anyway. You know, do not think about free meat. And then, you know, and people in St. Catherine and all over the place, I ask of you, do not buy any jerk chicken for the next 3 months from no vendors that is doing jerk chicken. All those jerk ones, shut them down, because trust me, you don't know what you're consuming and you don't know where the chicken come from. You understand? Food preparation is one of the biggest thing, and nobody know how those meat were handled. You know, nobody knows. It could be something from the factory that says, you know, something, that batch of chicken that's coming out there, we're gonna have to do a recall on it, and they decide, you know something, let's just dump this at sea. You know, guys, gotta be careful. Your health is your wealth. Jamaican people, I'm not classifying the whole entire nation now, but also the rest of the nation, the rest of Jamaican people, they can take this into consideration, that when you see stuff like that, you don't touch it. You know, it is a serious matter. And who knows? For those of you who don't even know that, chicken is one of the worst meat to consume. The worst meat to consume. Chicken carries the most bacteria than any other meat. You know, because chicken they live in a coop, close encounter with one another. They eat one another poop. You understand? That's why they give them so much antibiotic. Now the next thing with our antibiotic, that thing doesn't just go away. You know. If y'all notice, when you buy some chicken sometimes and you cook it, the next day you can't even eat it. Much more to go eat chicken that was adrift on the ocean in salt water for over 7 days. You guys only get a little ice in it because they were frozen and started to thaw. You understand? Temperature change. You know? And that's when bacteria set in and start to, you know, manifest itself. But I'm telling you guys, all of you who already consume that meat, be prepared to get sick. And for those of you who, you know, haven't, I urge that you do not buy any jerk pan, any jerk pan meat for the next 3 months. No jerk chicken on the street side. No cook shop. Shut them down. Those of you innocent people, shut them down for now. You understand? Do not eat any chicken in the St. Catherine area for the next 3 months. Portmore, St. Catherine, helshire, you know? Old Harbour. Nobody know where that chicken is going right now anyway. Because what they might do is they might change the bags. You know? They might get, you know, plain bags and plastic bags and put them in and say, well then they raise chicken on this and they raise chicken on that. No. Stop eating chicken for the next 3 months. It must spoil by then. You know? It's bad. And there are cruel people out there. Because they don't just take it to go and eat it. Some of them take it to make a profit off of it. And that's not cool. Can't play with people's life. It's ridiculous what they did, you know. So to all of you listeners, to all of you who, you know, hear this video, see this video, whatever, you come across this video, take heed. Do not take meat into your house from anywhere and eat it. You don't know how it was prepared. And the next thing I hear a lot of people be talking and saying, oh, the government this and the government that. The government ain't doing nothing to you all. Life is what you all make it. You can't sit down and be lazy and talk about government. Some of you like too much handout. Yes, I said, some of you love too much handout. You know? I am a Jamaican and I went to trade. When I was 13 years old, I started learning trade. You know? And I worked the 8th grade in high school. And I started learning trade and I went through high school, graduated and everything. And I did not sit around and say, oh, I'm waiting for anybody to do anything for me. No, life is what you make it. You understand? So a lot of people like Andrew this and Andrew that. Stop blaming the Prime Minister. Stop blaming the government of Jamaica for your laziness. You guys are defaulting too much on your life. Too much. And y'all need to stop. When all you start to get sick now and go to the hospital, you guys want to blame doctors, you guys want to blame nurses, you guys want to say, oh, this and the facility that. If you did not go and yam rat meat, you will not be getting sick. And I'm sure a lot of you will be getting sick. Ignorance is I don't even know how to say it right now. Being ignorant is one of the worst thing ever. When you lack knowledge, then you will go and do crap. You understand? You can't just get up and go and do things, and then when things happen to you, you're gonna say, oh, I went to the hospital and they put me in a corner and I was there with belly cramp, I was sick, I was that. Come on, my people, be smart. Be smart. Your health is your wealth. Your life comes first before anything else. You cannot continue to do these things and the freebie, the freebie and the looting and no, it does not work. And it has to stop. It must stop. What about if you guys get up? Let me tell you how I see life now. Everybody want stuff in life. Everybody want to get rich. Everybody want to be on top. But being on top, they're not trying to be on top. You understand? Laziness can't make you get on top. Handout is not gonna let you get on top. You understand? Sit around on the street corner, smoke weed and drink rum is not gonna get you on top. It's time for everybody to wake up. Move up. Move up. Life is precious. And you know something? I was recently in Jamaica, and I can tell anybody this, say, Jamaica nice. Jamaica nice. We go down there and we see some little youth that do good. So what make the rest of the nation can't do good? We go down there, me plant coconut, me plant this, me plant that, me plant up everything down there, because the land that I grew up feeding off, nobody do anything to it. Nobody plant anything. Nobody, the trees are dying out and everything. Nobody replacing anything, And I left America, went to Jamaica, and go do it, because I want the next generation to have something just like I had it from my grandparents and great-grandparents. Uno too lazy. Get up and do something. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything for anybody. Get up and do something. Make this year be a year of understanding. A year where you know so well and you can meet your own need. Somehow not about, oh, me can't go work for 15 or 16,000 a week. Oh, a penny in the pocket is worth more than having none. Nothing done, nothing gained. You understand? You know, do you not get? So get up and go and find something to do instead of sitting down looking for handout, and then when you see a little truck turn over with a goods truck, that again. Me see truck, man I go with goods, accident on road, and not loot the people them truck and take them goods. That's not good. That's not good. Can't just see people things and take it because you feel like, oh, the truck crashed, so I'm gonna take it. No. Someone who see truck with cement, and the cement them drop off a truck, I wanna take it, I wanna have the first penny. If you go buy one black bottle of TV cement, just figure sell it. Cause I'm not lazy. Come on now, Jamaicans. Come on. Not the entire population now. Don't get me wrong. I'm talking about for those who sit around doing nothing, want to do nothing with their lives and expect people to supply them with whatever they need. Stop it. Stop it. Think about your life. Think about your health. Yeah, so I have a few more pointers I want to talk about regarding this this chicken, where a lot of people find themselves consumed. You know? I wish and I pray it don't happen, but should it ever happen, I'm gonna tell you the symptoms that people will be coming on with after consumption. I pray that nobody gets sick. But the first thing gonna happen, you're gonna start to vomit. You're gonna notice a lot of mucus. Mucus from eating contaminated chicken. And when that is one of the hardest things to get rid of. You understand? Gastrointestinal problem, that's one of the hardest things to deal with. You know? And I know for sure, for you guys to see a GI, it takes time. I don't know how much GI they are Jamaica, doctors, but to get an appointment, it's gonna be hard, and you guys gonna suffer it. You understand? You guys gonna be taking antibiotic after antibiotic, because some work and some will not work. You know? Sleepless night, thought of suicide, stress, frustration, all of them things, because when your gut get compromised, your brain also get compromised. Think about it, people. Would you take a bullet in your brain? No, because you're dead. If you're not dead, you're disabled. Your intestine is like a second brain, because anything that's going on down there is connecting to up top. So when you take rotten meat and put in your intestine, you're only compromising your brain on top, along with all your internal organs getting compromised. I'm not a doctor and I'm not a scientist, but I read a lot. And make sure tell me that. So I'm not give nobody no advice or anything. If you're not sick, go a doctor. Notice me now, I tell you if you go drink this, or tell you if you go drink that, because that's the next thing I come. When I go and say, oh no belly I hurt, when I go drink, I go busy. And I go, no, it will take more than busy. It will take more than thirsty. It's gonna take a lot if you guys get sick. So anybody at all with this meat in their freezer, throw it out. Get rid of it. Do not consume it. I see a gentleman, him have him fridge full, but me notice him take it and feed the dog them. I wouldn't even give it to my dog, because my dog can get sick too. You know? Dog can get sick too. So I wouldn't even give it to my dogs. But I'm asking for everybody who have them chicken in storage, throw them out. Don't be cruel to the rest of the nation, the rest of innocent people them, who has nothing to do with your ignorant self. You know? You know, the other thing about what really down to me is that people go and go knock off this container door, not knowing what was inside prior to doing it. What if that was like some nuclear waste or something pile up in that, and them are transport it to somewhere? I saw no that going there. I'm gonna kill off on yourself, poison off on yourself, radiation that kill on off. Be smart in your action. Be mindful of the things that you do. be mindful. It could have been anything in that container other than the meat you understand are going to go see. And who knows? This is what done to me. Who knows what happened, really happened? Why that container get let go into the sea? Wonder how much container drop off. Because when ships stuck with container, one come off. 2 and 3, 4, one pile will come off. If a rough sea, you understand, high waves, knock it off and thing. I'm not here of no storm at the time. Or no high seas at the time. For the container, they just come loose and drop off in the ocean. And then drift in a Jamaica shore. And then my people go take the chicken now and I talk about it good. Me hear one lady I said, oh, I share it with my neighbors. Imagine I fry up in a pan. Oh, see that nice chicken good. Where? You can't cook certain bacteria enough to get rid of it. Scientifically, I don't know the right name, but we can't tell you what we know. And what we know is that you guys shouldn't have consumed the chicken. For those of you who did. For those who did not, I congratulate you. But as I'm saying right now, the cook shop them in and around Portmore area, as far as Old Harbour, I'm going to downtown Kingston. Do not buy any food for the next 3 months, people. Do not. There are Jamaicans that cannot be trusted. They can't be trusted. Do not eat from any cook shop or any jerk pan on the side of the street for the next 3 months. By the next 3 months, they will chicken is supposed to dash away or something. And do not go to the store right now and buy chicken, because you don't know. They take it and they switch up the bag them and then say, okay, I don't eat. I know Perdix chicken, this is Perdix chicken. No. So with this said, guys, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel, guys. And don't forget to show love to all creatures, great and small, no matter how small. Show love to every living creature, right? Let's show love to one another. Peace out. Thanks for watching.